You know what I'm saying? I don't care about that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You make more money, cool. You know what I'm saying? That's motivation to me. If a woman makes more money than me, I'm like, good job, because now I don't have to pay all the bills and things like that. She can handle things. She can do things that can benefit us. A lot of men look at a woman making more money than them as like, man, she makes more money than me, so she can tell me what to do. She already got her own crib, so what am I supposed to do? That's why you got to be secure within yourself, because when you secure within yourself, you don't care about a woman making more money than you. So one thing you never want to do in your life is to act like somebody is too good for you, or kind of like out of your league. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember there was times like in my earlier 20s when I would start to attract women that I thought was out of my league. And out of your league just kind of means mentally you're not ready for that person. And a lot of times we count ourselves out before we even count ourselves in. And that's the whole message that I preach on this channel, that it's all about your mindset and how you think about things. Because the same thing works with women, right? That woman that you see as a 9 or a 10, she could have all of these insecurities about herself. And if you start to hang with her, you start to be like, man, I thought she was like a 10, but the way she acts, she's so insecure, I don't even want her. And that's the whole point I want to make with this. It's all about how you think. You know what I'm saying? If you think somebody's too good for you, then they're going to be too good for you. The world is going to agree with you. That's what you got to understand. See, as men, a lot of times we count ourselves out all the time. We see a girl that looks super good because we naturally think the hotter a chick is, the more, you know what I'm saying, the more secure she is within herself. And that's not necessarily true. You gotta think that. That's not true at all. A lot of times these women be hella insecure. And that's why the goal as a man is to be as secure as you can with yourself as possible. You know what I'm saying? Work on yourself. Because what we gotta understand is, I don't care how good somebody looks. You know what I'm saying? If they're not secure within herself, whether it's women or men, that's going to be a turnoff. When somebody always needs that constant validation, they're constantly needy, they don't believe in themselves, they're pessimistic. Who wants that? You know what I'm saying? Who wants somebody around like that? But this brings me to a bigger point. See, a lot of us men, we're very needy, we're very thirsty, you know what I'm saying, for women's attention. And you got to understand that's a turnoff. Women don't want a man that's insecure, because naturally most women are indecisive by nature. So they need a man who's very decisive. And a lot of us men are very insecure because of our past. You know what I'm saying? Because of how we feel about ourselves. We don't feel like we're good enough. And when you feel like that, you're going to bring that same energy into that situation. And then, you know what I'm saying, the woman is going to reject you. See, for me, it's all mental to me. I don't feel like no woman is out of my league. You know what I'm saying? The only time I feel like a woman is out of my league is if she don't match up to my standards. In that sense, yeah, you out of my league. You're not even in my league. But to me, I don't feel like there's no such thing as somebody not being in your league. Because a lot of men, okay, let's take this for example, right? The hottest thing to talk about right now with men is like dating a woman that makes more money than you, right? You know what I'm saying? To me, I have dated plenty of women that make more money than me, but it doesn't make me feel no type of way because I'm secure within myself. I can hold my own self down. You know what I'm saying? If a woman makes more money than me, I'm like, good job, because now I don't have to pay all the bills and things like that. She can handle things. She can do things that can benefit us. A lot of men look at a woman making more money than them as like, man, she makes more money than me, so she can tell me what to do. She already got her own crib, so what am I supposed to do? That's why you got to be secure within yourself, because when you secure within yourself, you don't care about a woman making more money than you. As long as she's not degrading me, I could care less. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You make more money, cool. You know what I'm saying? That's motivation to me. That's how I look at it. That's why it all goes back to your mindset. It's about how you're thinking. A lot of us men, we're insecure when women do certain things or making more money than us. You know what I'm saying? We let that kind of like, we feel like she's so-called SH sugar honey iced tea in us. You know what I'm saying? That's how a lot of us men feel. This is why I say it all goes back to mindset and kind of how you feel about yourself. You got to know how you feel about yourself so you're able to identify what's best for you. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, in my teenage years, earlier 20s, close to mid 20s, I wasn't secure within myself. So a lot of times I would feel like, man, I got no business messing with this person. Why do they want me? And naturally, I'm putting that energy out. And naturally, over time, the woman is going to agree with you. If you're acting insecure around somebody, naturally, it's going to turn them off. And the very thing that you didn't want to happen is going to happen. And that happened to me hella times. Well, and what that is called is self-sabotage. See, a lot of you guys, you self-sabotage your situations with women because you're going into thinking like, man, what do most men think about a beautiful woman? Man, she got a lot of options. No, she don't. Because you got to think, the more beautiful a woman is, yes, she got a lot of options when it comes to sex, but she doesn't have a lot of options because a lot of men don't come at her correct. A lot of men are coming at her very thirsty. So she really doesn't have a lot of options because a lot of men are intimidated by her. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you have to understand first. A pretty woman don't have a lot of options. For sex, she has a lot of options. At the end of the day, the whole message I want to drive is it's all about how you think about yourself. You know what I'm saying? You have to think good about yourself. That's where it starts, up here. You remember on the song with Drake and Gucci, the power of the mind is not a joke. You know what I'm saying? I said it, I would do it, and I did. You know what I'm saying? How you think is everything. You know what I'm saying? Because if you put out confident energy, that is what's going to attract people to you. Versus if you're not confident, all you're going to attract is people that are not good for you. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. You know what I'm saying? So that's why in life, you can only be focused on yourself. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us men, we're so focused on trying to get that beautiful Instagram woman or get this woman or go out to, you know what I'm saying, to get girls, but we not even right up here. Get her. You know what I'm saying? Say you do get her. Then eventually you're going to self-sabotage it because you're going to feel like, man, why does she want me? I'm not good enough. And naturally, you're going to put out that energy, and the same thing that you thought was going to happen, that you told yourself, is going to happen because you don't truly believe in yourself. You know, guys, that's my video for today. We got to continue to make sure we work on our mindsets because everything starts up here. Without this, you know what I'm saying? Without you over conquering this, you know what I'm saying? Nothing else will work out for you. So I definitely appreciate you guys for watching the channel. Definitely make sure you continue to share the content, like, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff, guys. And I'm gone.